Hey guys, my name is Vanessa and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be reviewing the Babybjorn bouncer. Now, spoiler alert, I love this thing so much. Okay, before I get started, let me just give you a little background on myself. So I am a mom of two. I have a 20-month-old and a 4-month-old, and I live in BC, Canada. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so this Babybjorn bouncer is one of my all-time favorite baby products. We use this thing on a daily basis, multiple times a day, and I have nothing but good things to say about it. I love it because it gives the baby a different position to be in. Especially when they're newborn, I try not to have them on their back all the time. I don't want them to get a flat spot on their head and lose the hair and all that. And so it's nice to have different positions for them to be in. Putting them in here is great because then they're like upright a little bit. They're not fully flat on their back. I've done this now with both of my babies. Every time they're done eating, I always put them in here. I found it's just helped to like keep everything down, keep the spit up to a minimum, and it helps them digest. If their tummies are hurting them, I put them in here, and I swear this thing helps. Like just being in that position, it makes them feel better, and then they're able to do their business. It's just, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's one of those things that this has worked just so well for us. I can't say it enough how amazing I think this thing is. So I was recently comparing this bouncer with another one. I'm not too sure how to describe it, so I'll try and insert a photo of it here. But I found with this bouncer, it is a lot better for the baby to be able to hold the baby's head up. So with that other one, if they would fall asleep in the bouncer, the head would do this kind of motion. But I find in here, it just kind of rests gently to the side. Like the head is still up, it's not falling down. So however this thing is designed, it's worked really well. I know you're probably not supposed to have your babies nap in here, but I do because once again, I don't want them on their back all the time. I like to rotate different spots that they're in, flat on their back in the crib, in the bassinet, on the playmat, in the Snuggle Me pillow, in the bouncer. I just like to move them around in the carrier. I just try and have them in different spots so they are not in one single spot for the entire day. Excuse the drool as she was just in the bouncer, but to put her in, it is super easy. You just lay them down and you're kicking already, I know. And then you can do up the two sides here like this. You're holding my finger. Okay, there we go. Easy peasy. Honestly, half the time I only do up the one side and then slip her in and out. It just makes it easier that way. And she's still too little that I'm not worried about her actually getting out of this just yet. I find the toy bars are lots of fun. I do think they're crazy overpriced, unfortunately. I've tried to find some other ones, but none of them, do these justice. These ones fit on there great. It's very simple to take on and off multiple times a day and whatnot. And they've lasted well over the two babies so far. So I do love these, and I love having more than one because when they're bored of it, you could swap it to the other. It's nice to have that. And honestly, if they weren't so expensive, I'd probably buy more toy bars because it's nice to swap them out. At that age, they're not playing with many different toys, and so having a variety of something so simple like this would be really nice to have. Putting the toy bar on is really easy. You just clip it on the side, stretch it, and there we have it. And same thing for taking it off, like this. So in the bouncer, we have my 4-month-old. We have been putting her in the bouncer right from the beginning, right since she was born. And look at her go. She has already figured out how to bounce on her own. Okay, so now if we flip the toy bar underneath like this, you're going to see there's a red tab here. And so if you want to collapse it down, you kind of push the black thing up a little bit, pull on the red tab, and it collapses right down. I find this is amazing how flat this is. It makes it really easy to travel with. And I've actually put this in the car and brought it with us wherever we go, whether we're going outside, to the beach, to the in-laws, whatever it is. This bouncer is amazing and it's so easy to travel with. So we definitely bring it around with us. To set it back up, I'm just going to pull the top part and you'll see that then it releases into one of those 3 compartments. So I like to keep it on the lowest for my 4-month-old, but you can have it all the way up high like this here too. I believe the weight limit is around 30 pounds for this. And so my 20-month-old has been sitting in it a lot just because he's at that age where, he wants to do what his baby sister's doing. And he's been okay. He hasn't broken it or anything. Luckily, I'm hoping it stays that way. So there are different levels. So that is all the way sitting up. I'll put it on the middle setting. That's what it looks like. And then all the way reclined is this way. Let me show you something that I did not realize until, I don't know, it took a really long time. You're able to take this whole cover off. So with my first, I used to put down a towel underneath it here because, you know, when the first few weeks, he was just having a whole bunch of blowouts or puking all over the place. And so I'd put a towel down as I didn't want to be washing this every day. But there is actually a way to wash this. So if you look underneath, over here, there's these two elastic pieces. You just need to unclip it like that. We'll get the other one. And now you can pull this whole thing off. And now you can just start to pull. And it comes off. If I could, I would actually love to have two of these covers, as when she makes a mess unexpectedly and I need to wash it, I hate having to wait for it to dry because I hang it to dry. I don't put it in the dryer. And I wish I could always have one available because when it's put in the wash, I definitely am missing the bouncer. When I throw this in the wash, I always put it on cold, delicate with gentle soap and I hang it to dry. Once it's all clean and I'm ready to put it back on, you just need to slide it back on. I'll do the top there and then just slide it as far down as you can. It's a little trickier to get it on and off. And then once you have it, you're able to clip those pieces back on. I like to stick the tags inside so that they're not in the way. And so yeah, you just put those back on and you are ready to use the bouncer again. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope this video was useful to you in making your decision on what bouncer you want to buy for your child. I do really love this thing and highly recommend it. I don't know what I would do without it. If you enjoyed this type of video, then please consider subscribing, as I do make baby and toddler product review videos as well as some how-to videos. And with that, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!